Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, like the good old days if you've been here for a hot second, we're going to be working with some Fimo and making some clay pins. So we're going to be making my little OC because I really had a hankering for making it. And the first step would be to plan out a little template, so that's what I have right here, and you're just going to cut this out, and then it's going to be mixing time, which is the least favorite of mine because it takes forever, especially if the clay is brittle, like as you can see there. But I'm making all the different colors for my calico kitty, and we're just going to roll out just like cookie dough, and we're going to use the template and cut out the kitty. Now I'm making two different varieties of the cat, so this one first is just with straight up Fimo, so I'm making the calico colors with the Fimo, and then I'm cutting it out and then kind of adding it on top with a couple of my tools that I have here to kind of like push the clay on, as well as using an X-Acto knife. So this technique is definitely more time consuming and takes a lot longer to do. So this one's my pin only because I'm not going to be selling this variety because it's just taking way too long. But it was kind of like the good old feeling of making my clay pins. So I'm just using some pink to add on the different embellishments for the ears and for the cheeks, and then I like to use some rubbing alcohol to just clean everything up. And then from here we're going to be taking some black and rolling it out super thin as much as you can, and then very gently adding that onto for the little mouth, as well as little eye dots, which I will be getting around to in a second. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to work with some clay again because it's been so long, you guys, so long. So I'm adding on the little dots, and I just have also this like flexible X-Acto knife like knife thing underneath it, so that I can just move my little character around super easy. And I just pushed on the little eyes, and it's time to bake this bad boy. I'm going to be baking it for 20 minutes at about 250. And so the first one's done, and now we're going to be doing the same steps again, in the sense that we're flattening it out. We are using our little cutout character template, and then from here just kind of taking away any extra bits, and then I'm just going to be rounding out the sides on this one just to make it look a little bit more cuter, and adding in the little hair tuft up top. And then I'm going to be baking it as is, and the same temperature and everything again. And then from here, the only difference is I'm going to be using my Posca markers because OMG, this is so much faster. And I'm going to be doing the same thing for the look of my little character, just with my Poscas. And yes, you need to wait in between drying times here. Cheeks and the eyes. I ended up messing up with the mouth, so fun fact, you can actually use some rubbing alcohol to get rid of the mouth, and I used a permanent Staedtler felt pen or marker for the mouth because I wanted it to be a lot thinner, so that's why that looked a little bit different there. And now it's time to resin everything. So I like UV resin. That's kind of my jam because there's no two-part action for it. So I'm adding on my resin, and I'm just going to pull that over top of the tops and the sides. And I just put this on something that I could easily hold so that I'm not interfering with the little character at all. So I just used some sticky tack, blue sticky tack, to hold it onto these little pods. Once you've used a lighter to get all the little bubbles out, then it is time to put it in your little UV resin. And I like to cure it for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then giving it a look at afterwards. And then once it's not tacky anymore, we're gonna flip it over and then do the same thing. I personally, nobody seems to do this with their pins, but I like to add in my pin while it's in with the UV, so you know, I put extra resin over top of it because that is by far the strongest thing than E6000 or any other glue out there. And so I'm going to be doing the same thing on this one, and then back into the UV light box. And this is the final result, and I'm just adding in some pin backings. Which one is your favorite, guys? Let me know in the comment section below which ones you really like. They came out a little different. I think they were a lot of fun. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to my wonderful patrons. You guys really help this channel keep going, as well as support me on Patreon, and I would not be doing this without your help. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I can't wait to make more content for you guys over on Patreon. So let me know what you guys think. If you got this far in the video, don't forget to add a little kitty in the comment section below, and don't forget to check me out on all of my socials, and one of these guys will be up for sale soon on my Etsy shop, so definitely go check it out or go check me on Patreon. I can't wait to connect with you guys further. Bye!